Hey there everyone, welcome to another episode of Ask Athena Thursday. This is Vicky of Eternal Athena Tarot, and every now and then I like to take a question from pretty much anyone and draw on the wisdom of the tarot to illuminate the choices that you have available to you and highlight the information that you need to know in order to make the best decision for you. If you have a question for Athena, please go ahead and email it to me at victoria@eternalathena.com, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started with today's episode. I'm going to go ahead and fire up my iPad, and today our question comes to us from Erin of Cincinnati, Ohio. And Erin is a small business owner, and just recently a competitor has moved into her neighborhood, and she wants to know about what the impact of that is going to be on her business. So Erin writes to us, "Dear Athena, will the new business that is similar to mine be helpful or harmful to my own business? And what can I do to remain successful? Be well, Erin." Well, thank you very much for your question, Erin, and let's go ahead and head on over to the reading table to see what the cards have to say. Okay, so here we are at the reading table, and I'm going to go ahead and get started by shuffling the cards a little bit. And tonight I am going to be reading with the Robin Wood Tarot, which is one of my favorite decks to use. Tonight I'm going to be using a 4-card general question spread that is designed to give you some insight on what the situation is and what you can do in order to clear out whatever obstacles are in your way and what actions you can take to yield the best outcome possible. And this is actually a spread that I got from Donna Lee De La Rose's blog. So thanks, a little shout out to Donna Lee for giving me this spread to use tonight. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull your first card. So your first card is going to represent the gist of the situation, what's currently going on. And here I have the Page of Pentacles reversed. And then next, I'm going to draw a crossing card or an antagonist card that's going to show us something that is working against you right now and something that you probably need to work on clearing out in order to move forward in the situation. And I got the Empress reversed. Next, we're going to pull an advice card to get a sense of what you can do in order to make this turn out in your favor, the situation turn out in your favor. And here we have the 7 of Cups. And then lastly, I'm going to pull an outcome card, to get a sense of what the likely outcome is given you act on the advice that's given in the 7 of Cups. And here we have the Page of Wands. So circling back to your question, Erin, you wanted to know about the potential threat or harm that this new business could stand to cause your own business. And the general situation here is represented by the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to go ahead and just turn this upright. In the reverse position, this card would suggest an energy that's kind of holding you back. And in the upright position, I'm seeing that this isn't really a threat, this new business. And I think that this person is coming in as the Page of Pentacles and you are coming in as the Page of Wands. I'm actually seeing here that there's a potential for you two to work together and find ways to collaborate. You both are at pretty much the same stage of your business and you're both kind of newbies. That's what these 2 cards would suggest. And if you wanted to, you could think outside the box, and instead of viewing your this new business as the competition, viewing this as an opportunity to maybe make friends with this person, possibly collaborate with this person on business ventures or share ideas, such as marketing strategies and what have you. I'm assuming that the 2 of you are pretty much in the same field and would probably have lots to talk about. So instead of viewing this as a negative situation, I'm thinking this may be an opportunity for you to view this as a collaborative situation. I really like how these two cards came out such that their heads are kind of, joined together, they're thinking together. And I think that's what that means. Now, I'm going to discuss the Empress Reverse, which is coming up as your obstacle card. So that's what this card looks like. I'm going to turn it upright to the screen so that you can take a look and see. So this is a card in the tarot that I tend to regard as the mother hen in the major arcana. This is a card that represents motherhood, creation, generation, bringing something into the world that is uniquely you. And I feel very much in this reading that this is representative of your business and how you feel towards it. When we reverse this card, we're looking at the shadow aspects of this card. And sometimes we can think about this card in the reverse position as representing the over-anxious stage mother, let's say, or an overprotective mother who is reluctant to let her child wander out into the world and grow into his or her own individual person. I think that this card is, we think about your business as your quote-unquote child, let's say, and I feel that this new business coming into your neighborhood and moving, in down the street is making you feel like an overprotective mother, like you need to guard your baby and protect your child from whatever harm or threat may fall its way. But if you think about this new business less as a threat and maybe more as a potential playmate and an opportunity to help your business grow, which would definitely be implied by the Page of Wands, I think that you may get more benefit out of this situation. Now, the advice card is coming in the Seven of Cups. And I must say that this is one of my favorite renditions of the Seven of Cups in the Robin Wood Tarot. So we see a woman in the corner and she's dreaming up all these different ideas. And I very much see this as a card that speaks to thinking out of the box and being aware of all the options that you have available to you to move forward that aren't necessarily destructive or need to fit that framework of the competition standard business model that we're all taught to adhere to. There is such a thing as collaborative business ventures and not viewing people in your field in terms of competition, but in terms of potential to, collaborate to get the word out about the services that you have to offer. So I'm seeing, again, that this is an opportunity, actually, if we look at these three cards together, to join minds, as these two cards would suggest, and do a little brainstorming and thinking about ways in which you could both, improve your business. Maybe, you can grab some coffee one day or have a power lunch and talk about different ways to market or get the word out, things like that. You could also talk about, what motivates you in your businesses, because I very much see cups as an emotional core. With the cups coming in here in this spread, I very much see a potential for a genuine friendship or bond to form between the two of you. And lastly, I'm going to talk about the Page of Wands a little bit, because this is coming up as the general outcome card, what stands to happen if you decide to follow the advice that's implied in the Seven of Cups. And here we see the image of a young boy grasping this wand, and the wand represents his motivation, his energy. So I'm thinking that you can simply let your feelings about the situation let you lead the way. If you feel so inclined to reach out, make friends, get your sense of for who this person is, be friendly, be warm. That's what the Page of Wands would do. And this is also very much, when we compare this card and read this together with the Seven of Cups, very much a card about breaking out into new territory and thinking outside the box and being brave and courageous enough to do things that people haven't done in the past. The Page of Wands is very much a path breaker, and he or she lets her enthusiasm lead the way. So I'm generally seeing a positive outcome to this situation. I think that if you wanted to go ahead and reach out to this new business and say hello, I think that would be perfectly okay. I don't see this, as a threat at all. I don't think this is going to harm your business in any ways. In fact, maybe you can think about ways to talk about cross promotion to bring more business to both of your businesses. Okay, Erin, so I hope that answers your question. That's pretty much all I have for tonight. I'm going to wrap up. Please get in touch with me, Erin, through email if you want to follow up with any feedback or comments. I definitely welcome that. And for those of you who are listening in, if you have any questions or if you'd like to send in a question to Athena, please get in touch with me and send your question to victoria@eternalathena.com. That is all for this week. The next episode of Ask Athena Thursday will be airing in 2 weeks, so that I can bring you some different content to my blog and my YouTube channel. All right, so that is all for tonight. I will see you guys later.